I should have brought my desk chair. I'm gonna jump into my manicures that I wore in the month of October. I started off the month with ORLY's Blue Suede and then stamped over Mustard Yellow from Pretty Wicked Cosmetics. This one I did swatch on its own, so I'll be sharing a picture of that with you guys today. This on its own though, it is 3 coats. It's pretty standard for a yellow. The color is so beautiful. I need a full size of this ASAP because it's gorgeous. But because it is more on the sheer side, it stamped really well, but it was a little bit more sheer than I would have liked. Because there's such a color contrast between the two, it did end up showing up against the blue really well. OPI's One Heckla of a color is a polish that the formula is so beautiful that this polish almost applies itself. I mean, I think you can apply it in the dark and your manicure is going to be good to go. It's that good. Plus, it is a dusty purple and it's so beautiful. I love it. I think if you're wanting something more toned down, maybe not along the neutral spectrum, I wouldn't call this a neutral, but because it's more toned down and it's a dusty purple, it works really well for this time of the year. Roxy from Zoya is one that I wore last month, and this has a gel, like a cranberry jelly base, and then some pink glitters. You can see the glitters right here. I did forget last month though to mention that this is one that you have to shake up really well before applying it. You do get some of the glitters on your nails, but not quite as many than if you were to shake it up. These glitters lay really great up against the base. They don't sit over top of it. They kind of sandwich in between layers, so it looks like a jelly sandwich. It looks really great. Because I was trying to find another cranberry jelly polish, I picked up this one from Sally Hansen, which is from the Diamond Strength. I'll compare it to Roxy from Zoya. Not the same, of course. This does have a jelly base, more raspberry than anything. I would say it's a little bit on the lighter side from Roxy, and this one right here is way more glitter saturated, and then it has two-tone pink glitters. It has lighter pink metallic glitter and then darker pink metallic glitters in it, which to me looks way more dimensional and more interesting on the nails than it does in the bottle. But I gotta say, it made me think of the holidays. Now, because there is a lot of glitter in here, removal process is not fun. I did peel off my nail polish because I've been doing that a lot lately, and that's been causing splitting and peeling on my nails, which caused my break. I had a break, 2 breaks here, and then this one broke pretty far down. They're growing out a little bit more, but I do recommend, because I have used the big peel off base from Sally Hansen. I was just really lazy. I didn't have it on hand or within reach, so I didn't use it. China Glaze Don't Let the Debt Bite is one that I have talked about quite a bit lately. Someone on Instagram mentioned that their base is getting a little bit darker because the color of the glitter is bleeding into it. Mine's not doing that at all. I think mine looks darker. Here's one that's full, and this one right here is down to here. You can see that this one looks darker compared to this one because there's less base in this now. So now there's more glitter sitting in the polish. This one's completely full, and you can see that the glitters are more spread out throughout the polish. What's different from last year to this year is that the formula is now thicker because it's been exposed to the air, so it is to be expected. Plus, because there's more glitter, the application's a little bit on the thicker side, so I just have to be a little bit more careful in spreading out the glitters. They still spread out really well. I just want to mention that it is on the thicker side this time around. Ain't Nobody's Bitch from Dollish Polish, and this one is named after Daryl Dixon. This has a lot going on in it. Let me read the description because it's just way too complicated for me. It says heather gray scattered hollow with a subtle green violet duochrome. That's not noticeable. There's a bit of a duo when I tilt the bottle a little bit. That's not noticeable on the nails though. Jam-packed with hollow micro glitters and flakes, green ultrachrome flakes, and tons of teeny micro glitters in varying shades of green, olive, and gunmetal. I mean, there's a lot going on in here. It is a really beautiful polish. I love the color. The formula is really great. Didn't have a problem with it. It wasn't too thick, but I do have to say I didn't like this color on my skin. It made my hands look a little bit on the dead side, so I think I'm gonna try it again, and if for some reason I'm not feeling it, then I'm just gonna display it because Daryl is my favorite character from The Walking Dead, and I think he's so hot. Another one from Dollish Polish. This is the Wolfman. In Dollish Polish website, their description says rust jelly with rainbow iridescent flakies. This looks like more like a almost like a caramel and pumpkin mix together. Really beautiful. Because it is a jelly base, you do need 2 to 3 coats to get it opaque on the nails. I think I applied 3 coats. My pictures do zero justice for this polish. The little iridescent flakes in there kind of give hints of green, yellow, like a yellowish gold, some fuchsia, blue, purple. They have other polishes within the Universal Monsters line. They have Bride of Frankenstein, and then Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy, which is another one that I would like to pick up. I'm new to the indies, and what I'm sad about is that I want everything right now, and just my pockets can't afford it. This manicure I loved. This is Go Garnet from the Sally Hansen Insta-Dri line. I put this one as a base and then put If You've Got It Haunted from SinfulColors. I need SinfulColors to do more glitters like this. If you're familiar with the glitters from SinfulColors, you know a lot of the times we have to fish to get some of the glitters out of the base here. This one, you can see none of them are settling down. It could be that there's no overly large glitters in this. They're just evenly distributed across the bottle, and that's what you get on your nails. You get an even distribution of the glitter across the nail. It has some larger copper glitters. It has some medium-sized kind of blurple glitters that shift to a green, some micro green glitters like iridescent, they shift a little bit, some micro black glitters. It looks like a lot going on in this. This is beautiful, and I really want all of their glitters to be exactly like this. One that I wore earlier in the month and I forgot to mention right now is Accent Piece from China Glaze. Beautiful polish, beautiful formula. This one is a 2-coater. And then on the ring finger, I put Berry Naughty from ESSIE, and then I stamped Accent Piece over top of it. This worked really well as a stamping polish. I really liked it. I enjoyed that manicure. It's a little bit too fancy for me. it was just a little bit too fancy for my liking, but still a really beautiful manicure. The polish that I wore before this one right here is from Native War Paints. This is Lucille. This is a linear hollow. It's more of a burgundy, and then it has these micro holographic shimmers in there. Indoors, you see the little specks of the hollows in there. You don't see like little rainbows on your nails, just the little hollows in there. It looks so pretty. Outdoors, you see more of the linear hollow. Now, I've mentioned before, I'm not really big on linear hollows. It's just not my thing. I prefer the scattered hollows, but this is really beautiful. With the brush, I have to be a little careful because it picks up a lot of product and it can flood the nail, so I do have to remove quite a bit of the polish off before going in to apply it. And the polish that I have on right now, this is here for the boost from Different Dimensions. I mentioned that I had a little haul. This is one of the polishes that I purchased. This comes in a trio, and I regret not getting the trio because Joy from Joyful Beauty posted one of the polishes in that trio, and I was like, oh man, that's so beautiful. I want it, but I didn't get it. Different Dimensions describes it as an ultra fine orange and black holographic micro glitters in a holographic base. This is beautiful. I applied this one right here from Sally Hansen, the Insta-Dri top coat. Really great top coat, by the way. And then I applied my Out the Door because this polish ate up this top coat so quickly. This morning it looked super dull and like it ate up all of the top coat, so I put on another layer of this one, and I feel like it's eating it up again. It's still looking a little bit glossy. Let me see if I can show you guys. It's really beautiful. I just feel like it looks, do you see that? The holographic base, I feel like overpowers the orange and the black that's in this. I love it. I just wish it looked like this. You know what I mean? Another one from Different Dimensions that I purchased is Maleficent. It has some green, some silver, some blue that shifts a little bit. I see a little bit of copper. It's just so interesting. I'll have a close-up of this bottle right here, but it's really, really beautiful. Again, it's another one that's a glitter that you can get opaque on its own, it looks like, but it's probably going to be another one that's going to dry a little bit texture, and it's going to take quite a few layers of top coat to smooth it out a little bit. These two were a haul, and then so is this one. This is Turn on the Northern Lights. I mentioned in a recent video that I wasn't gonna get it. Somebody had told me that they had seen it at Marshall's with TJ Maxx. I happened to go in to TJ Maxx, not even for this, but I always check out the nail polish section, and I found it. So I found it at the back too. I think somebody was hiding it, but I wasn't gonna get it because number one, I couldn't find it anywhere. It was nowhere to be found. And number two, people are saying that you can only see that right there in direct sunlight. Indoors, you can't see it at all. So we shall see. All right, and then a couple of things that I want to mention here quickly. My OPI thinner. This is the one that I've used for so long. This bottle is lasted me for an eternity, so I want to mention it because somebody asked me what thinner I use. I would like to try the Beauty Secrets one though. I also want to mention the top coat that I've been using. This is Sally Hansen, the Insta-Dri. What I've been doing is putting on my out the door top coat, and if I need to reapply a top coat in the next day or two, I don't normally like to go in with a thick top coat because then my polish starts looking really thick and chunky. This, because it's thinner, it doesn't give you that glassy, like the glass look or the gel look, but it does add really great shine, and it's thinner, so I prefer this one to apply it in the next, you know, next coming days or whatever. Or sometimes if I want something thinner and super simple, quick drying, then I'll go in for this one. It's really, really great. A couple other things that I want to mention are the light that I have using right now. This is an odd light. I have my box. Hold on. All right, I bought an odd light here, which I have using right now. This one is a touch tone one. I can touch it right here, and then there's 4 levels of brightness. I used my 40% off coupon at Hobby Lobby, so I'll just share it with you guys. And then I'll touch this. You see? Do you see that? All right, how it switches out. It's an LED light. I think it lights things up pretty well. That's a little bit too bright. Another item that I purchased are these Insignia. These are the camera lens kits. I think Emily, my friend Emily from What Emily Loves, told me about it. She's a photographer, so I had a question for her. I've been wanting to invest into a macro lens for my camera, like this one right here, but they're like $1,000, and I'm not, this is my hobby, you know what I mean? I'm not spending that kind of money. It's a little bit too much for me. So I think she told me about the little attachments that you can put onto your phone. I want to mention it because if in case you are interested, you know, in taking pictures, very close-up pictures of like details and stuff like that. I bought this mainly for like glitter polishes, where I can show you guys a little bit more of the detail in the polishes. Anyways, it comes with this clip right here. You can attach it to your phone here. My camera is back here, so I'll attach it. This one is more universal. They make one for the, what is it, Apple, what is it called, iPhone. So you can attach it here to your camera here, and then the little lens, this is the little one that comes, it's a macro lens that comes in the little kit. You also get a fisheye one and then a wide angle one. You can take your picture of your polish or whatever, the finger, whatever you want to do, the polish if you want to, and it will capture every little detail. And I tried using it a couple nights ago, and oh my god, dude, my cuticles look so bad. It shows everything. I mean, everything. There are no secrets when you're using a macro lens. It will even show little, if there's a little fuzz on your nail, it'll show it. I was trying to swatch some of the glitters from LA Girl, these right here, to share in a separate video all on their own. And one of the polishes left a bunch of little bubbles, and you can see everything in it. This is not expensive at all. I think it was like 30 bucks, which is very inexpensive for what I needed to do. You know, I only need it for the macro lens. I don't even know how to use the fisheye or anything like that. And then lastly, I want to mention the Sally Hansen Cuticle Rehab. This one right here, I don't know if you guys tried this. I never heard of anybody talking about it. And because my cuticles have needed rehab desperately, I purchased this. This has like kind of in between a florally and a fruity scent almost, and it's jam-packed with oils. I looked up some of the ingredients. It's jam-packed with oils that are meant to help your cuticles retain moisture. It is a little bit on the, not, I don't want to say sticky, more tacky side, and it takes a little bit for it to absorb. So it is not something that I like to use during the day. It's something that I keep by my bed, like I'm on my headboard, to apply before I go to bed. And I like this because I don't have to be digging. I mean, I love my Vaseline to apply it, but this comes with this little thing right here, which you just squeeze it and then apply it to your cuticles. You can also apply it to your nails also, and then just blend, you know, blend it all out, massage it all into your nails. I do notice a difference when I wake up in the mornings. My cuticles look so much better. But you guys will have to let me know what your thoughts are. I will share my final thoughts in a future nail polish video or empties video or something like that, because as of right now, I'm still using it. That's everything. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one.